Okay. So, 8 times to court. Taxpayers' money. I really want to know how much this has costed so far. Nobody, absolutely nobody, has read anything. Because they're chomping their lips waiting for a trial. Because then they can make some good money on that. Right? We already know what happened. I'll upload it. I'm willing to go to jail for telling the story behind the nonprofit. This is the nonprofit's history. So, you know, they can lock me up, do whatever. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I'm at the point that I don't give a shit. At least I'll be standing up for something. Right? And maybe some of my YouTube friends and some of these people on Facebook and stuff will start rallying around Mama Lynn. Right? It's a joke. I've been in front of judge 8 times. 8 times. 3 times relates to me. And the only thing that's happening now is you got these social workers, the prosecutor, and the lawyers, not mine because I don't have one, you know, trying to wipe me off the planet of the earth. And I said that to the judge. I said, oh, so what, you're trying to wipe me off the planet of the earth? Just like, you know, before with the social worker? Oh, no, that's not what, you know, you switched it, right? So, talking fast, eh? Talking fast is being disruptive. Talking fast, you know, to get to the point. I said, hold on, Your Honor. No, wait, you can't say that they didn't know. I got the affidavit right here. I showed the paper. I pulled it out. Do it like this. But he already had the information in front of him. He had the same affidavit. But you know what? He failed to acknowledge it. He acknowledges the father's reply, but he failed to acknowledge the fact that the social worker sat there and actually lied to him when she said she didn't know about the custody order application that I put in. When she herself was served by my daughter on the day that it was filed. And her office was served through my son 2 times, which was affidavit the last time because we wanted to make sure we got it right. So, it's a joke. 3 lawyers all banded together with the poor social worker and the supervisor standing over keeping an eye on things. Well, I had the sheriff with his tattoos following me around like I was a criminal. Well, nobody wanted to tell me why I'm showing back up on the 21st because they couldn't take 2 minutes of their fucking time and write down exactly why I'm going. Other than, from what I understand, they're trying to wipe me out of their file so that they're just dealing with the mommy and the daddy. Daddy in jail and mommy strung out in the crack house. So that they don't have to have someone in the background talking about the things that actually happened to get mommy in that situation. Because that's what I did today. And I'm going to get my transcript and I'm going to see if it's there. Because if it's not there, then we know that the courthouse itself is corrupt. That those people that type the information and the judge. Okay? Because I know what I said and it better be there. Because that's all supposed to be documented. And I brought some serious issues to the table. And it's not about, you know, well, it needs to go to trial. No, it's about having my grandson come home. Bottom line. That's all I want. I even said there, I'm willing to work with a new social worker in a new office. It's pretty fucking simple, right? Just remove me from this one person that you keep putting up as if she's the epitome of what is right in all of fucking Canada. For Jesus crying out loud, she just got out of fucking college. This is her freaking practicum. This is practicum, you know? She's practicing with this. This is not fair to my grandson. He needs to come home. We're going to start jingling the bells. We need to start rallying. We need to start running around with protest signs. What happens if I don't get a lawyer for the 21st of this month? Because they're rushing. They got to rush it because they know the longer that no decisions are made, the more stupider they start to look. The more bigger crime it becomes. So that's why they need to brush me off and get me out. Get me out, right? I'm hollering now. I'm busy. You can wait. You can hear me. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to a camera. No guarantee. I'm almost done. There is no guarantee that I can have a lawyer for the 21st. Are they still going to boot me out without a lawyer? Is that even legal in Canada? Not that some of these lawyers mean anything these days. Who do you trust? Like, really, who do you trust? You can't even trust the judge to hear the truth, even when it's presented to him on the fly. Instead, he had to smooth things over, appoint the sheriff to follow me out to make sure I didn't disrupt the happy little group, you know, prevent them from their mission in life, you know, make sure they didn't, you know, get an earful with me yakety yak yak on the elevator. I just said, I'll be the grunt, I'll take the stairs. I took the stairs up and I walked down, just so that I didn't have to rub shoulders with the elite and the epitome of what is right in our society. As they congregate and sit and plot and scheme with people sitting up in 23-hour lockdown and waiting for my daughter to give herself a shake so that they can manipulate her some more and make her think that they like her. They don't like her. They kicked her out. They've left her out in the streets to wallow away and die. Bottom line, whether the judge likes to hear it or not, that's the truth. And today was just a big, another 100% cover-up. 8 court dates later, just a big cover-up. That's all it was. And now they're trying to wipe me off the planet again. No? Don't be surprised if I don't get locked up yet. Right? Take my non-profit to fucking court. Sue me. I don't care. I want my grandson home. That's all. I want my daughter to get better. I want my daughter to live next door like we asked a year and a half ago with the social workers to help with the BC housing next door. Do you care? I can go take a little video about that. I can show you, walk right across the streets, right there, BC housing. Would have been perfect for my daughter. But nobody cares. And even when they did know, they ignored it because their mission was always to take the baby. The Ministry of Children and Family Development, with those social workers in that fucking office, I don't know about all these other offices, although I see some list growing. I see names popping up left, right, and center. I ain't not mentioning no names. But I'm not going to sit there and just put my tail between my legs and expect people for me to say nothing just so they can continue to spit on me, punch me, walk all over me, wipe their feet on me, and throw me their soup bones after they sucked the marrow out of it and left me with nothing. And these are the people that have my grandson and are looking after him. They mistreat my teens, take their self-esteem, rub it through the mud, you know, lie to them, connive, scowl. Don't have fun with your nephew because we want to keep him. So we're going to make sure that he remembers to hate you. That's what the taxpayers is paying for. Those kind of people to milk the system. That's corporate welfare at its best. Corporate welfare. Okay, members and friends, we're going to court. It's May 9th, 2013, about 20 to 10, court's at 10:30, so I'm waiting for these kids, right? One of them anyway. Everybody's depressed. Nobody believes in the process anymore. Kids are grumpy. You know, my 15-year-old was actually up at 7 this morning, but then she went back to sleep, right? Because she didn't realize. She cut the grass yesterday, her and her friend. Did a pretty good job, actually. And they're going to finish it up today. Andre's garden. Tulips and daffodils are dying, but new flowers are coming up now. As you can see, last time we did this, you know, plants were smaller, now they're getting bigger. So, we want Andre home. If by miracle he's allowed to come home, I'm going to bring him home on Monday. Today's Thursday. That will give 2-3 days for these kids to help me clear out the garage and do a few other things, and then it's going to be nice and calm, quiet, peaceful for him. And his mom can work on herself and have peace of mind that he's home safe And maybe that will help her to turn herself around.